A to the L to the I to the Z to the E, and we back with your daily dose of legendary Z, where we talk about success and motivation in the place to be. So come and take a seat. I'm about to drop this heat and come this way just to hear me speak, baby. Okay, so today's gonna be daily journal. Probably daily journal. This is probably gonna be called daily journal number 2. No, daily journal number 1, because I'm putting this on my content. I don't think I did a daily journal. So I want to share with y'all something, and I want to talk to you about the book and what I'm reading in the book. Okay, so what page am I on? You probably like, Alize, you slow. I don't care what you say, baby. But I'm in the chapter of desire right now. And in the journal, it says to reflect on the areas that call you and why. Okay. So I decided to reflect and go back into what was my calling. And then I want to ask you at the end, what is your calling? Okay. So I want to share with you this. Okay, so it says, I remember writing was my calling. I loved to write. I was good at literature. My essays were phenomenal. I always passed with a B plus or higher. My reading skills were really good as well. In fact, I remember being very young, reading a college book to my uncle and reciting it to him. Then there was rap, but it wasn't my passion. I love to write and to talk. Let me tell you, I talk too damn much, baby, for my own good. Yet I used to tell myself I would have my own talk show. All right. So as you can see, when I first discovered a passion for what I wanted to do, or discovered, my calling, I felt my calling was to write because, like I said, I'm writing a book as we speak. And the reason I said I discovered this was because every time I was in school, I loved writing. Writing was always something that I loved to do. And I want to go into why this has a point. Writing is something that I've always loved to do. Always loved to do. And I would always write and I would always read. I was always in books. You always see me reading books, okay, when I was younger, a lot of them. And the Harry Potter books, the thick books, yes, a lot of them. And you would always see me writing because I just love to write. What was I writing about? I don't know. But I will say that I felt like my calling was to write. And like in literature class, I would always have this way of, reading. And I remember my old teacher from Job Corps, he used to tell me, Alize, you really can read because certain people don't know how to read. I'm not going to call out anyone or disrespect anybody, but reading is very important. So understanding how to read, yes. And at one point, I will say, look, I'm not disrespecting anybody who doesn't know how to read, but reading is very important. You must know how to read and you must know how to write. That is very true. Okay. But I will say that far as me, I didn't know how to tell the time on the clock, baby. Be real with you. No, I did not. Nope. And I'm putting it out there. If you make fun of me, I don't care. But anyway, I want to say that I'm not talking mess about anybody who doesn't know how or whatever the case may be. But I will say, that is something to work on and to really make sure you understand and know, because you have to be able to not only understand English comprehension, but you don't want to not know how to read something because you could be signing your life over and not know what's going on. Or you could, so writing is important to know and be able to do as well. So even I have to still work on my writing skills too, because my writing is not, no, it's not sloppy, but it could be way, way better. Like it's readable, but it's like, it could be way better. So anyway, moving on. So what I wanted to say was my calling was based on was really writing. So I love to write, and I like my two favorite classes were literature and creative writing when I was in high school. I loved them so much because I was able to I just knew it. Like every time I would read a book, I would know about the book. I would know the theme of the book. I would understand. I would know how to explain the book. I would finish the book before anybody else in my class. And I remember this one dude that used to sit across the table from me, because we was like in a four. It was like okay, so it's 4 seats, but you know how we got the 2 tables and then it's like 4 people to a table. Okay, there we go. 4 people to a table. So he said, man, you need to write a book. So my entire life, I was thinking, I want to be an author. 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 And never decided to write. Now I'm actually working on a book of writing about my life. Because I wrote something and then I stopped writing it. I was writing a story and then I stopped writing it. An ex of mine actually ended up What did he do? Oh, he ended up burning a like a book. It was like this. Okay, it was like one of these. I forgot what they call these specifically. Composition book. So he ended up burning one of my other because I was writing a story about my life again, and he ended up burning it, and he ended up sending me the picture and showing me that he burnt the pages. Yeah, I know. Exactly. What a bitch ass nigga. That was some bitch ass shit. That was fucked up, but you know, it is what it is. It don't matter. It's actually, the joke is really on him because it's not like I couldn't write it over. So anyway, uh going over. So like I was saying, basically I never really took that into consideration. So when I started to really like go back into writing, because I do like to write. So I was like, I do have a passion for writing. Like my passion is really, really writing and talking. Hell yeah. But like really writing, like I used to write. And I used to love reading. So the reason I'm telling you this is because there could be something a lot of us can ask ourselves, and we could probably say, we could ask ourselves, what do we love to do, or what is our calling? And we may not know what our calling is, but in reality, we have to actually go back and see certain things that we used to be good at in our life, or to revisit those certain things and see like, hey, I used to love this. It could be drawing, it could be writing, it could be reading, it could be what else could that be? I'm not putting up the middle finger. But it could be painting, it could be anything. Whatever you find that is creative to you. Cooking, okay? It could be cooking, whatever, you mixing in the kitchen, and not noodles. Noodles don't count. You mixing in the kitchen and you cooking